I am the world's most penetrable fortress.
I think you mean impenetrable.
I do not.
Well, I am the world's most stoppable object.
I think you mean unstoppable.
I do not.
Who's gonna lose?
The fans. Low quality fans of a high quality Bruins franchise. That's what we're doing. We're revisiting that. Good work. Good work. Good work. You lost a game I didn't think you could. You couldn't. Not this one. Right? Well, come on. Not this one. How are you this dog water? How are you this bad? Oh, every single time this season, which has only been 3 times, but every single time, this team has done something that made me go, oh, we are building something. An identity we're building. They have a game like this. I know the shot totals are like, oh, no, we're not with... No. Shot totals don't mean a damn thing. Up until the last 5 minutes of the game, the Bruins had very few real scoring chances. They were throwing the puck on net with a prayer. This was, you couldn't lose this one. Like, comment, subscribe. Nailed it. Hey, look, man, if you're going to keep watching the channel and this team's terrible, consider subscribing to the channel. That's all I'm saying. That seems like a fair. I'm not telling you to do it. I'm not going to make anyone do it. I appreciate everybody who does it. I'm just saying consider it. Just consider it. Because we're in this together, unfortunately. Because if you're watching this channel, you're one of 2 people. You're either a Bruins fan, or you want to make fun of Bruins fans. And this is your time. I'm not going to get mad at you about it. This is your time. You have not always had this time. If you're young enough, you've never had this time. So this is your time. You deserve this. Good for you. You deserve this. Good for you. Good for you. Fuck you, but good for you. I gotta cut it. I gotta stop swearing so much. The Pittsburgh Penguins are supposed to be more infuriating than us. They are. We're gonna do a deep dive on the Penguins right now. Right now. Not as deep as like a Penguins fan would know, but as deep as I can go. There is no team in the league that is worse at keeping the puck out of their own net. Dead last in goals allowed per game with a whopping 3.96 goals against per game. That's really good news for us if you didn't watch the game yet. Because there is no team in the league that is worse at putting the puck in the net. That's us. That's us. Oh, wait. Hold on. Breaking news. We ranked 31st. Not 32nd. Nashville ranks 32nd. After tonight, that might have flipped back, honestly. I'm not really sure. But the Penguins, back to the point. The Pens special teams are fine, ranking 13th on the power play, 15th on the penalty kill. Their offense is pretty rough, ranking 24th. But let's dive into these awful defensive numbers for a second, these metrics, if you will. Because I'm going to be real with you guys. I look at this roster for the Pittsburgh Penguins. You can tell I don't like the Penguins, but you got to... No, I don't have to respect them. But you can tell I'm not a Penguins guy. I look at that roster, which is clearly not great, but it's got some superstars on it still. And I get to the goalies and I go, oh, right, yeah, that'll do it. At 5-on-5, Jari, Nedeljkovic, and Blomqvist have combined for an .891 save percentage. Most of the heavy lifting there is done by the guy who is currently in the AHL, Blomqvist, who is, through his 8 games played, posted, a 904 average. Good for him. Nedeljkovic sits at an .877 save percentage, and Jari is an even worse .868 save percentage. 86%. 0.8. That's really bad. That combined team save percentage at 5-on-5, sorry, those were all 5-on-5 numbers. No, wait. No. Those are flat. But their combined team save percentage at 5-on-5 is better only than 4 teams in the league. That's a huge part of their problem. I'm not glossing over that at all. It's a huge part of the problem. But according to Natural Stat Trick, it's a great site, check it out. It takes some getting used to really figure out how to look, to understand what you're looking at. But according to Natural Stat Trick, even if the Penguins goalies were playing right in line with the expected goals analytics that they're facing, they would still rank in the bottom 5 of the league. Because at 5-on-5, the Penguins allow the second most high danger chances against per 60 minutes. Over 13 a game, trailing only the Anaheim Ducks. Except for the Anaheim Ducks have really good goaltending. Dostal's awesome, isn't he? He's fun to watch. He's worth watching. He's really, really good. They have the third highest expected goals allowed per game at 2.91. Remember, this is just 5-on-5. Bad goaltending has made it worse, much worse, to the tune of nearly 3.5 goals allowed per game at even strength. So the goaltending is part of the problem. The defense is also really not good. What's got to be infuriating for Penguins fans, I'm picking on you for a second, you won the game, let me have this. What's got to be infuriating for them, though, is their offense is drastically underperforming at even strength. A team that should give up loads of goals, but also score in bunches, is a lot more fun than whatever the hell they have here that gives up all those goals, creates a ton of opportunities, which they do, and they get to score on none of them. They rank second in expected goals for per 60 at 5-on-5, trailing only the Carolina Hurricanes. That's not bad. Same story for high danger chances created per 60. 2.95 expected goals per game at even strength is what they're expected to score. 2.19 in reality. I know a lot of you guys don't vibe with all the numbers and everything, but I think it does highlight how infuriating that team has to be. A shooting percentage that ranks bottom 10 should regress to the mean, especially with the talent they have on that team as far as the superstars goes. But, I mean, we said that about their power play last year. Their power play was awful last year after the addition of Karlsson, and it sucked. And we couldn't figure out why. And it just didn't get better. Correct me if I'm wrong there, but I don't remember it getting better unless late in the season they had a bump when everyone stopped paying attention to them. The Penguins are infuriating. They're infuriating. But they create chances, which they did against us. And they allow a ton of scoring opportunity, which they didn't allow against us. Or sorry, we just couldn't create against them. The Bruins can empathize with Penguins fans here because we're two sides of the same coin. We really are. One is the most pregnable fortress. Is pregnable actually a word? I know impregnable. I'm just taking the M off. It's the most pregnable fortress. And on the other end, you have the most anemic force. That's what it is. That'll make a good skit. We'll think about that. Let's talk about the pregame for the Bruins. Johnson is back into the lineup, or still into the lineup. I'm trying to remember how the line started last game, but it's Geeky, Zaka, Pasta, Marchand, Lindholm, Brazeau, Frederick, Coyle, Johnson, Beecher, Costello, Kepke, Lohrei, Mack, Wotherspoon, Carlo, Zadorov, Peak, then Swayman and Net. Those defensive pairings would flop around quite a bit. Hampus is still weak. Too weak. Let's talk about this game. Puck drops! 144 in. A bad turnover by St. Ivany leads to, which a great name, by the way, St. Ivany, leads to Johnson grabbing the puck and breaking a 3-on-2 for the Bruins. He dishes to his left where Frederick is waiting to help him out, and Johnson's going to make a great play. I thought Johnson was pretty good for the first 11 minutes of the game, and then no one was really good after that. Johnson, after he dishes off to Frederick on the left side, continues to drive the net. It's a very classic tactic for a 3-on-2, one that should be utilized every time, and the Bruins are somehow not great at this. But Johnson goes straight for the net, which means at least one defenseman has to drop to cover him. What often happens, though, is both defensemen drop. That's exactly what happens. They both drop. Frederick gets a chance to pass the puck across the top of the slot to Coyle, who's all alone because the two defensemen have dropped back. Everyone's playing the strong side, which is where Frederick is. He sends it to Coyle on the weak side. He's on the right side skating down through that right circle, and he's going to go short side on Jari, who's been dog water. He's been bad. And he beats him. 1-0. We're not even 2 minutes in yet. Hilarious. Bruins scored 6 goals last game. Maybe the offense is starting to wake up. If you thought that, you're an idiot. Please sit next to me. You're a similar type of idiot that I am. So we can be buddies. We can be dumb together. 30 seconds later, 2-0 for the Penguins after McAvoy inexplicably jumps into a neutral zone play where the puck is trickling towards Lohrei, but Mac wants to touch it. Lohrei and Mac collide. It's now a 2-0 for the Pens. It's going to be a rust to Crosby chance. Swayman slams the legs closed. Crosby's in tight. Huge save by Swayman, who was pretty damn good in this game. We're going to talk about some weak moments, but I actually thought that Swayman had a pretty decent performance tonight. 7:05 left. Zadora's going to get cross-checked in the numbers by Shea. It was awkward, but definitely not tripping, which they called. I'm not sure how that was tripping. I thought it was a cross-check. I thought it was a penalty. I thought it was. It was a little soft, but it was what it was. So we're going to the power play. 55 seconds into a bad power play. Marchand, I think, toe picks and then purposefully leans into a player to cause some interference. Like, this was accidentally on purpose in my book. It's a soft call again, but the other call was weird too. I don't know. It's going to eliminate the rest of the power play. What were we going to do with a power play anyway? We don't like power plays. Ew! So, we're going to get a $1.05 of 4v4 and then a quick penalty kill. Through that time, we do kill the remaining amount after the 4v4. 21 seconds left of the period. Johnson for tripping. But then it's also some drama. As Zadorov has Malkin's fine, sculpted, chiseled body directly in front of him. Zadorov is sitting on the bench. Malkin is standing on the ice. Now, there's a big no-no in this league. The bench guys do not affect the ice guys. You don't do that. It's really a thing of respect, I think. It's hockey. It's hooligans. We're not respecting anybody out here. So, Malkin's just standing there. He's old. He needs time to catch his breath. Zadorov goes, poop. Is it vicious? No. Is he, hurting the guy? No. It is completely inappropriate and very frowned upon in the league. Malkin turns and takes a swing with his stick head level across the bench. Too far to really make contact, as far as I could tell. So, what's going to happen? They're going to review this. I didn't know they could review this. Someone, please explain this rule to me. But I'm not really upset because, A, Zadorov absolutely should get called for that. By the way, we have a 1-0 lead late in the first period. Zadorov, could you just sit down and not make it about you for one gosh darn second, you absolute diva? Seriously, dude. Shut up. Get out of the way for a second. Malkin absolutely should get 2 minutes for the two-handed swipe with his stick towards the bench. If you're reacting, you're reacting, but that's still a penalty. And Johnson's still going to go for tripping. All three get called, so it's still going to be a minor on us. We're going to the penalty kill. We kill it, and then second period starts. We kill off the next minute and a half. We still have to kill. About 8 minutes in, neutral zone breakdown with top pair overcommitting leads to a Bevelier breakaway. Swayman casually snags it with a glove. Swayman was feeling it. I was feeling it. It's a 1-goal lead. And we have this. Jari sucks, and the Penguins defense sucks. We need one more. We can do it. We just need one more. How do I have any energy right now? I should be exhausted. I think I am. Are those bags under my eyes? It's fine. 9:34 left of the period. Tripping on St. Ivany. We're going to the power play. It's butt cheeks. 0.8 seconds left on the clock of the second period. Probably the second most infuriating moment of the game. The first would be the game-winning goal, which we'll get to. Elias Lindholm loses the face-off in our defensive zone. The puck gets to the top of the slot where it gets hammered from the blue line directly to the right of the net. Lindholm is chasing Crosby down there. Both Zadorov and Peak go to jump on Malkin, who's to the right of Swayman as well, on that goal line. Peak and Zadorov are both on this man's hips, like two children on, just holding him, right? Lindholm is unable to skate around that trio like Crosby just did. I don't know, took a different route. So Crosby gets a free wraparound. He wasn't catching up to Crosby anyway. I'm not even that mad at Elias Lindholm. I'm picking on him. I am mad at Peak, who couldn't get away from this little pile-up to get across the crease to actually help Swayman protect that side. Swayman appears to me like he loses his balance. And he needs to cover the wraparound chance on the other side, so he kicks his leg out. But because he was not balanced and had to kick his leg out, he's going to cover that, but he can't get off of his belly at this point, basically. And Crosby's just going to shovel this up to Raquel, who's going to hammer this at the top of the net. He snipes top corner. Brother, you could have just flipped it in. Actually, it feels good to snipe top corner. Good for you, Raquel. But I'm sitting there going, okay, Peak, what the hell was that? Zadorov, you're fine. You're covering Malkin. Like, I'm not upset at you. Elias Lindholm, take a better route. But no one else is covering the slot at all? It really should have, Peak should have been more aware of all of this. I have no idea why he's on the other side of the net and getting tied up in that. Either way, it's 1-1. We're going to the third period. Do not fret, my friends. The third period for the Boston Bruins in a home game. You're tied. All the Boston Bruins have to do is score one goal. One goal in a period of hockey in front of their home fans. Now you might say, but Loqual, the Boston Bruins haven't scored a goal in the third period at home since the home opener. And to that I say, oh shit, really? That's probably not very good. That streak's going to continue. 7:26, 7:28 in. The Bruins are a mess. The Penguins are all over them. They're back in the zone. They're creating chances. They are winning every race to every loose puck. They are winning every board battle. And after a shot on net, Peak gets tied up with O'Connor to the left of Swayman. This is fine. This is fine. Lohrei does see this as this play develops. He sees he's tied up. So Lohrei, in his head, thinks, I don't have a D partner right now. Make a play that allows Swayman to see the puck and doesn't allow a backdoor tap-in. This is not a bad play by Lohrei, in my book. There's some awareness stuff that I would prefer he had seen, but this is where his mind was. It made sense to me. Puck gets wrapped around to the left wall. Geeky doesn't win the battle. He gets caught between two players. Zacha is up at the left point. I don't want to know what he was doing. I don't want to know what he was doing. He wasn't playing defense. He's the center on this line. Now, I'm not sure if in that moment they were playing man or box and one or what exactly they were doing. But to me, if they were playing man, why aren't you on your man? And if you were box and one, why are you so far from the slot? He's the highest guy in the zone, hoping that that puck gets out so he can just sprint with it. Instead, he loses the puck battle on the wall. It gets bumped down to Tomasino, who gets to skate right into the slot. Lohrei goes, shit, backs up to cover the back door, allows Tomasino a one-on-one with Swayman. Now, by now, Peak should be coming out of this battle with O'Connor. And as Peak does this, he follows Lohrei. Hey, Lohrei, that's my side. Hey, dude, you're tied up closer to the puck. Get off that. Go to Tomasino. Nope, he follows Lohrei. So we have two assholes over here with a guy who's not involved in the play anymore, and Tomasino gets to skate right in on Swayman. He doesn't get that close because as he's skating towards the slot, getting out of that left circle, he's going to double clutch. I'm not sure if he flubbed the first shot or faked. Either way, Swayman bit on the first one, and then he gets the second one past him. It's 2-1. That's your game winner, and the whole play reeks of what the fuck. Like, that is, Zacha's way too high in the zone. And I might be misspeaking because now that I think about it, I'm not so sure that he lost a puck battle. He was just too high in the zone, hoping that it was going to get bumped out. Geeky does lose that battle on the wall. Just awful. You still have 13 minutes to score on the worst defense and goaltending unit in the league. You don't. 8:11 left. A great rebound for Coyle. Jari is down. Coyle is skating around on the left side of the slot. Because you're not allowed to flip a puck over a goaltender and into the goal, instead he skates all the way around. It's on his backhand. It's a difficult shot. Skates all the way around and tries to wrap it around the flattened Jari and just dunk it. But Letang lays out, slides through, blocks the whole side. And I'm sitting there like, why didn't you just shoot it over Jari? Why didn't you just flick it over? I don't know. There was the decision that Coyle made. And then, 7:03 left. Bunting's going to go for holding this stick. In the offensive zone, pressure by them, and he's going to go for this penalty. What a stupid penalty to take. Make them pay for this. We force-fed Pasta at the dot 3 or 4 times, and nothing was achieved. We're all surprised. We're all very surprised. 2 minutes left, a huge rebound. Leaves a wide open net for Geeky. He shoots it into Karlsson's foot. Big block by Karlsson. Big, but oh my goodness. You lost this game. You lost this game. Your offense. I know we had 6 goals last game against the Islanders. I think we used up all our goals. I don't know. But you've also seen the whole season where this team has been the worst offense in the league. Your offense is so anemic that you couldn't score on Jari. You couldn't score on the Pittsburgh Penguins. That's how anemic your offense is. I mean, this isn't just like there is something in the league that is the worst thing in the league. Out of all the things that it could be, it's the worst one, right? Someone has the worst power play, someone has the worst defense, someone has the worst penalty kill, someone has the worst the offense. But one of those things is worse than all of the others. Like the worst, and we found out tonight, the worst offense is worse than the worst defense. Does that make sense? Am I an idiot? I might just be an idiot. It's fine, but holy crap, dude. Not only did you lose this game, not only did you lose a game that you truly should not lose, but you barely squeaked out any offense at all. You scored in the first 2 minutes. In the next 58 minutes, you couldn't get another one against the worst defense in the league. And Jari was good. He wasn't incredible. He wasn't crazy. He wasn't Hellebuck. A lot of the shots, the shot totals you're seeing, a lot of them, distance. No one in front of the net. Easy peasy. Like any NHL goaltender should be stopping these. AHL goaltenders should be stopping these. College goaltenders should be stopping these. And the big chances you had, high and wide, or you shot it right into the only possible limb that could have blocked it. We could call it puck luck if you want to. We have too much evidence to continue to do that. So I have one game note and one game note only. Can you just bring me up someone to root for? I don't care if it's Merkulov or Lysell or Patra. I really don't care. Brunet. I don't care. Can you bring me up someone to root for? I'm rooting for Lohrei, and this was a bad game for him, but he had some good ones previously. But that's about all I got right now. That's about all I got right now. Just bring me up a prospect to get excited about for a minute here. Give a brother a break. Give him a break. Sometimes your loved ones make it really hard to love them. We all just had Thanksgiving. Some of you probably feel that right here, right now. The Bruins are really trying hard to make this difficult. I'm gonna love them. But they're making it very difficult. They're making it difficult on me. That's okay. We're gonna be right back here Sunday. Maybe a little live stream. A little live stream for a Centennial game. Right? Maybe. And an actual video afterwards as well. I hate that the live stream sometimes is going to have to be instead of the video. But I do also appreciate everyone who hung out with me the other night for that video. That was really fun. Or that live stream is very fun. But I am tossing around the idea of doing a live stream on Sunday. Clearly, it helps the team perform better. So that's on me, dog. That's on me. Go Bees. Go Bees! Of course, we have to give a huge thank you to everyone who's supporting this channel, especially the high-quality inspectors, our top-line tier members, Nibbler4377, EKM Productions, Chris and Erica, Jeff with a G, Tommy Braga, The Bugman, Roland22, GD Viperworks, Len Kreutz, Moonlighter TV, Brock Nope, Han Slomo, Coach D, The Atomic Lizard, Bradley Johnson, Aaron Adams, Lola Cattingsworth, Brett Arney, Pincent, Adam Ella, Big Bad Bruin, and Nick Citrullo. Thank you all so much for supporting the channel. You're all studs and studettes. And of course, a huge thank you to the Stallions, our all-star tier members, Levi Catalani, Bagel, Joel, Doots42, Heil E. Coyote, Darren Woodbury, Abraxion, John Kirk, Michael DePaulo, Wolf Warrior, Vinny, Adrian Winter, Tupton Ditashi, Nightmare Eco, Bruins Smash, DeKingery, The Only Newts, A Tasty Snack, Boston Stringler, Dash Riprock, Crystal Rennell, Jacob Pratt, and Jeremy. You are all absolute legends. I appreciate you eternally. And as usual, go Bees!